following program is a special presentation of the Mid-Canada Television System and is brought to you for your enjoyment by INCO, the International Nickel Company of Canada Limited.
Good evening, and welcome to INCO Presents. I'm Bill Natto, and the subject of our program tonight is four young men who call themselves King Street. This group is rapidly becoming popular with Sudbury audiences, and we invite you to get to know them better as INCO presents King Street.
Okay, what exactly do you want to do with the vocals on Midnight Ladies?
We're doing them over, right?
Yeah.
Good.
We're going to have to even mine.
The main vocals?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Because it's...
King Street owes much of its distinct sound to the voice of 22-year-old Paul Kachub. Paul provides lead vocal for the group and backs up his strong voice with an even stronger performance on bass guitar. Paul also doubles as spokesman and unofficial leader of the group.
Put a higher vocal in there, too.
Wow, didn't you say it was going to be fun?
Playing subtle background harmony or dominant lead, the keyboard style of Jim Christakis never goes unnoticed. At 23 years of age, Jim is the newest member of the group, and his voice is often heard backing up Paul or Jeep.
It's lacking.
Standing up front with Paul whenever they perform is lead guitarist Jeep Bedard. At 22 years of age, Jeep's talent for fancy string work and his rasping, rollicking voice brings a welcome dimension of versatility and showmanship to the group.
That's good ropes there so far.
If Paul, Jim, and Jeep keep time to the beat of a different drummer, it's because they chose 23-year-old Barry Gagnon to accent their music with his own special brand of percussion. Barry's backing vocals blend perfectly with the group's sound.
You have to use the equalizer on it?
No. Minimum fee.
Yeah. Why not go through PA? Don't you find it sounds just as good?
What if you mic it, right? Put it through the PA. Like your amp? Put it through.
Ladies and gentlemen, King Street.
I said, baby, gonna love you, roll out, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, roll out, baby. I'll show you get down, baby. I think it's on. Yeah, Susie, I said, baby, gonna love you. Roll out, baby. Yeah, I said, baby. Yeah, roll out, baby. Ah, yeah. But my baby, make you love it, she make you feel fine. Yeah, make you love it, make it feel so good. Make you love it like I should. Baby, I'm fine. She blow your mind. Love you, roll, la, 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 baby.
Walker talking with shift boss Alex Stevens at the 2,200-foot level crusher station of the Coppercliff North Mine. Alec, they tell me when you're not here at the crusher station and you've got some time to yourself, you've got the greatest retreat in the world. Could you tell us about it?
Well, I think it's the greatest retreat in the world for sure. It's about 60 miles northwest of here on the Spanish River. I spend, all our time, my family and I, we spend as much time as we can there. We fish and hunt and skidoo and swim.
Oh, in other words, you can use it all year round.
Oh, yes. It's a year-round thing. There's maybe possibly a month in the fall and again in the spring. But we can't use it during the breakup time. But usually we can walk in overland, and sometimes we do.
The International Nickel Company of Canada. We're people.
About 2.5 years ago, the group changed its name from Washington South to King Street. At that point, we'd lost a guitarist, and Jeep joined the group. We changed the name to King Street because we wanted something to do a little bit more with our surrounding area. So until about 8 months ago, the other guitarist was with us, and then Jim joined the group, and the other guitarist left. And since then, we've been King Street.
Fauna Canzone is based on a 18th century madrigal. It was written by Emilio Gracchi, and we just adapted music, a different style of music to it. The words were in Latin and were translated into English, except for the lyric, the main title, which is Fauna Canzone, Sing Me a Song.
sadness. Oh, sing me a song with not a note of sadness. When all the pain of love drives me to madness. Burning. Sing me a song to cool the love that's burning. But when to my heart the anguish keeps returning.
Well, we play some nightclubs. Well, we play some nightclubs. We do some college pubs and universities and things like that. We also do high schools, as you will see very shortly.
Are the boys ready?
Yes.
Ready. All right. The low rider, don't drive too fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on stage, our bass player loves to chew on wood. For years he's had this habit. We can't seem to forget it. Low rider, those happy street child. Low rider, it's meant to be child. Doesn't drive too fast. The low rider told you slow gas. What do you want? Hey, get this guy off the stage here. Take a little trip with me. Take a little trip and see. Take a little trip with me. Take a little trip and see.
I'm Bill Walker, and this is Maurice Rondeau, furnace operator at the number 9 flash furnace at the Copper Cliff smelter. Now that you've got your house built, and when you take time off from work, what do you do?
Well, I work in the garden. I like that very much. And I maintain the house, keep it in A1 shape. And on my vacation, I go for a trip.
Where do you go?
Oh, I went up to the West Coast. I went up to the Laurentians. A little bit all over Canada beside that.
I've been told that there are some pretty nice photographs and some nice movies around your house.
Oh, yeah, I've got movies and instant pictures. Lots of them.
How did you get interested in photography as a hobby, Maurice?
Well, I liked souvenirs to start with, so that was it.
The International Nickel Company of Canada. We're people.
Blues, which is on a B-side of our 45, which was written by Jeep, explains the hardships that a musician has to go through sometimes. And if you listen to it very carefully, you'll understand why.
drives me crazy. We want some rock and roll. Well, here's your rock and roll. We want some rock and roll.
Originally, the song Midnight Ladies was written maybe about, I'd say about a year ago. And the song was supposed to be on the North Folk album done at the studio in Sudbury. And somehow it fell through. So I showed the song to the band King Street. And we played it for about a year, and then Jimbo joined in, and we sat down in the studio and rearranged the song, and came up with the single.
We've recently released Midnight Ladies on a 45, and we've been fortunate in that the local stations have given us a lot of help in that area. It's been played now on about 10 stations, and it's doing quite well, and we hope that people are enjoying what we're putting across.
Oh, you midnight ladies, hid behind the blinds, shining in the red lights, will make you lose your mind. There ain't no pretty parcel at the end of all your dreams, and someone says I love you, and says just what you mean. Whoa, this is midnight ladies, now tell me what to do. Should I pay you for the pleasure, or make a friend of you? I had them tell me, don't bring the ladies down. You should know much better. Why let the lost be found? Oh, this is midnight ladies. Now tell me what to do. Should I pay you for the pleasure, or make a friend of you?
Your wife has a lot more memories to share with you. Be careful for her.
producers of this program wish to acknowledge the assistance and cooperation of Contemporary Studios Canada in making the production of this program possible. Wardrobe for King Street furnished by Mr. Leg's Pant Shop, 48 Durham Street South in Sudbury.